Here with Team Good Games Brisbane very own Leroy Onuoha. What did you just do today at the regionals, man?
I came second with Go Second Striker.
Awesome. The only person that was above you is like that cheated that guy, right?
Yeah, June, Jono.
DM June.
Ritsu.
Anyway, let's check out this guy striker profile.
So obviously, 3-ray, very important. She's the best girl.
You draw it and win. If you don't draw it, you lose.
Yeah. Paying critops.
Going
Now,
second.
2 copies of this card. 3. I wanted to play 3, but I just couldn't find the space. But you'll see in a moment why it's only 2, because it seemed to work really well.
Yep.
There's this card because it's the best hand trap, so I was like, okay, I'll play
It's
this.
the most things. So.
Yeah. That's all the monsters I played actually. I only played 8, so yeah.
That's what you want though in your spell deck.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so now the spells. 3 Ultra Engage. One is
These beautiful rarities.
One is American print. Thank you for the tins. But yeah, this card is insane. Like, of course. 3 Widow Anchor. 1 is Ultra.
The other insane.
Yeah, this card is pretty unfair. Just takes things. Not very nice. I played 2 airspace.
Yep. Why'd you go down from 3 to 2?
So 2 airspace. I kept drawing multiples, and like I'm going second, so I only really want. I don't want to see multiples of this card because it doesn't really do that much.
Yep.
But like 2 is fine because I play terraforming, of course.
So you're basically playing 3 anyway.
Yeah, and multi rolls at 1, so it's like, it's okay, it's fine. 2 was fine. I played 2 Shark Cannon.
Yep.
This card is really good because it allows for OTKs. You can
Which is
steal
what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah,
For a
yeah.
second.
Yeah, and like you can set it and you can just disrupt plays using like if they're playing Salamander or Orcus or whatever, you can just banish their things.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Did you ever play 3 of that card or happy with 2?
Happy with 2. I think 3 would be way too much.
Sounds good.
1 because I
Loving
slimmed
these
it
common
down.
rarities.
Yes, I specifically doing this because it's I think it's nice. Jamming Waves. I was originally citing another one, but I was like, I think this is fine, and I'll just play some other spell trap removal.
Probably
on the
just better
side.
cards at that point if you're siding it.
Yeah. Hercules base, of course, because we only have 1 Kagari now, so kind of need to recycle it in those grind games.
Yep.
Afterburners, just removal. Eagle Booster, really good card. Saves me from getting OTK'd and just like, I don't know.
Yep.
Yep. Hornet Drone, an extra array. 2 Pot of Desires. Liam Devono will love this, but yeah, I didn't want to play 3 because 3 would be too cloggy. But in saying that, like the cards you banish with this card is very profitable. Like you play a lot of one-offs, so if you activate it, like you can banish a lot of one-offs, and sometimes you need to search one of those one-offs, and you just limit yourself.
Well, you wouldn't play the one-offs if they weren't important, so there won't be an issue if you banish them.
Yeah, but you want to see more spells and you want to see more cards, so I guess you just play that card. Yep. 2 goods. Now with the goods, of course, puts the extra spell in the bin, but it also, you'll see in a moment, I play Metal Force Fusion and...
Ooh, he plays another target.
Yeah. So Dino Wrestling is really strong, that's why I only play 2 Pank, because essentially this is like many copies of Pank. And it just gives me a different option in case like I need to crack a board, so I can send this, summon a Pankratops, and it really puts pressure on because he's really big.
And it's still a spell engrave too.
Yeah,
So.
and then this, of course, just to give me the extra draw or like just sort of dig.
Yep.
But I also play 2 Cosmic.
Just for the mirror match, or
yeah, it's spell trap removal, Altergeist. You can just throw it at the crescendo, and they just have to banish it. And you're like, cool, it did its job.
pay AK, no crescendo.
Yeah, it's essentially like I was originally playing MST, and then I realized in Gearsu would just protect it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this card.
Seems good.
Yeah, terraforming, of course. Rhoda for your Ray. 1 Mystic Mine.
1 Mystic Mine.
Yeah,
Can you explain that one a bit? Or?
I didn't want to play anymore because it's kind of cloggy, and I didn't want to just sit there mining people because it just didn't feel like I didn't really want the deck to go in that direction. I just wanted this to be like another option in case like I've done everything, I've reduced them down, I just mine them, and then I sit for a few turns, and I try and turn it off as quickly as possible when I can start playing.
Instead of a floodgate, you play as a tempo card, basically.
Yeah, that's it. But I didn't want to just play 3 and set rotation and all that. It just
seems smart.
And Upstart, of course.
Best card in the deck.
Yeah. And a couple of traps here. Impermanence. Notice the 1 Ultra.
Another hand trap.
Yeah, this card's just really good because a lot of Lunar Light are doing the Azathoth thing.
Yeah.
So when they go for their mermaid play, you can just impermanence them, and then it stops them. So it's pretty good. And then 3 evenly matched.
Ooh, I guess going second, this makes sense.
Yes, this card it can just be an auto win.
Did you resolve it much today?
Yes, I evenly this guy for like 5 cards today.
Oh, jeez.
And then had like Rhoda, Goods, Engage. It wasn't fair.
It was a Pojang hand.
Yes, it was a Pojang's hand.
Alright, we'll go to extra deck now. How many cards was that? 40?
That's 42.
42 with an upstart.
42
My favorite
with
combination.
Yeah, but it came together really well, so I have no complaints.
Well, you got that many ways to tutor cards, it makes sense.
Yeah, so this is the extra deck, so 1 Kagari, of course. 3 Shizuku, 3 Hayate, really strong, especially going second, you can just jam it and...
Just guarantees engage. So.
Yeah, and there's another reason why I go second is because if you go first, you're shutting off your access to this card. You really need it to really start your plays, and sometimes that extra spell just gets you there.
Yep.
Kaina, I really wanted to play 2, but I cut Kaina for another card in this extra deck. Sometimes the second comes up. I really like her. She's vital in the deck.
Yep.
Heater, still needed at the moment because you can still really push. Against Salamangrate and stuff, you can just steal their stuff. A lot of decks play Almirage, so you can take that and you can make a Phoenix or an Ash, So she's really good. Phoenix, of course, to clear back row. Unicorn, actually. This one was really interesting because I found myself heatering a lot of just normal monsters, like normal fire monsters. So I'd have 3, I'd have a Link 3 essentially, but I can't make Ningirsu if it's a normal monster. So I had to play something to clear something, to clear some back row. So I played this, really strong. I can ditch a spell or a Metal Force Fusion or something out of my hand and just keep going.
Sweet.
Ningirsu, of course, because Sky Striker has very few outs to BLS Link and also Avramax. So you need this card and you need Jamming Waves, essentially, to clear the Avramax, and then this card clears BLS. BLS is a real problem.
Yeah.
But good having access to that. Bomber, of course, because this card can be really oppressive in a simplified game state against Salamangrate. And setting it up with the Eagle Booster and like a Shark Cannon or a Drones is really strong. Boral Sword for the OTK, of course. And then this card. That was the last card I played in my extra deck.
And why do you play this card?
Cyber Dragon has seen a resurgence lately, and Sky Strike has a really hard time clearing Cyber Dragon or trying to beat it because they just contact your board away, contact your Link. Doesn't matter if you have Eagle Booster, it doesn't matter if you have Ray, they just clear it. And if you make them go first and they make a board, you can just contact their board and make that.
It doesn't turn off your back row either.
It doesn't turn off your back row because it goes to extra monster zone. Unfortunately, I didn't burst Cyber Striker today, but I think that's
still worth it.
Yeah, definitely would keep it in. That's what the second Kana was. But
sweet, and let's check out that side deck.
Side deck, okay. So I'm playing 2 White Howling.
How did this go? Because I've seen this a couple of times now from other decks.
Now I didn't burst any Sky Striker or Necros. Now that's the
2 decks that it's really good against.
Yeah, Necros is like they activate prep and then they try and ritual spell and you just flip that, and then it shuts off their turn. This against the Mirror is insane. And it can have applications against other decks, but it just didn't come up really today. But I wanted to have
probably playing it more as a blowout against the Mirror and stuff as well.
Because it's always Shizuku, so you just have that there.
Correct.
Now, my deck is going second, but if I know that they're going to make me go first, I will side in some stuff going first.
Good stuff.
This is... I think this card is better than There Can Only Be One, personally, because a lot of decks are just combo, and they're just... they will summon twice. So you just flip that, and then their turn ends.
This card's Vanity's Emptiness.
It is Vanity's Emptiness. And it counts while it's set, so it's just insane. Then you don't have to flip it preemptively, but Warning's just an extra card, I guess.
Guess it gets Dinko as well.
Yeah. Yep. 2 MST. Now I put MST in just an extra spell trap removal. I didn't want to play Twin because I didn't really feel comfortable with throwing 2 cards in, like out of my hand into a Crescendo or something, or a Judgment, whereas I could just MST, like clear single cards and then try and push through. And this just gives me extra spell trap removal, I suppose. It worked out really well with the Cosmics too. Puts a lot of pressure on. 2 DD Crow. These would be bells, actually. I've changed them to bells. Salamangrate and the Mirror and Orcus were on my mind when I put this in. I thought they had applications against everything, and then I remembered cards like Will of the Salamangrate and Hawk and Fusion, Thunder Dragon Fusion. And if I versed these, then it just wouldn't really do that much. So Bell just has is more universal in this format at the moment, so I think I would change them for bells. 2 Lancia. Again, it's just for Orcus, but I didn't really use it today. I didn't actually side it in because I didn't only vest 1 Orcus, and I just didn't put it in. I didn't feel like I needed to because his deck wasn't super aggressive and it was just the Cyber Dragon variant. So I wanted to focus on other cards like the Mega Fleet and and then this card.
Ooh,
Primal Being.
Nibba-Nibbaroo.
Primal Being is really strong.
How'd you find it in Striker though? Did it ever conflict with having monster on your board, or you found a way to clear it?
I mean, it can, but then at the end of the day, he's a 3,000 wall. I sided it against Crusadia Thunder, and then I cleared his entire board when it got to Agapane. He had Agapane, Saryuya, Pisty, and 2 dangers, and he goes Agapane effect, and I just chain this, and then his turn ends. And there's a 3k thing, and it's just really, really big. It's pretty unfair. Like this, I don't know how I feel about this card. Like, I was originally playing Salamangreat Great a lot, as a lot of people would know, but this card like has been deterring me a lot from playing it. But incredibly powerful card. You just need to play it against combo. But yeah, that's essentially
well done today. 2nd place at regional, always good effort. So well done.
Thank you.
Any shout outs before we go?
To my father, AGM, of course. He's been tweaking with a Go 2nd Striker list for a while, so he gave me the idea, and I just picked it all up in common and decided to play it. So
gotta love the comments.
And Good Gamers team, of course. Love you guys, and that's
well done.
essentially.
Hopefully we'll see you next time at the next regional and get another top.
Thank you.